there was a show in Fort Worth at a rodeo arena. It was run by this company, I want to say LWE, and it was their first and only show. And it was Legacy Wrestling Federation, or LWF, Legacy Wrestling Federation. And the guy who ran it was another wrestler, a kid who got his parents to invest all this money. And there were all these names on it, like Mil Mascaras and Sandman and Candido and Sonny. And it was myself and AJ Styles versus these guys, the Overboys. And I remember Candido and Sandman were the main event, but they weren't at the show yet. And this giant rodeo arena, and the crowd's pretty into it, into the show all night. Well, finally the limousine pulls up, and Candido and Sandman and Sonny all come out, and they're just fucked. Like, I can only imagine the stuff that they've been doing in the limousine on the way to the show, but they're just fucked. So they go out there and have this insane, just not in a good way, but just this this trashy hardcore match where they're just going all over the building and let me show you how it's done and all this stuff. And it finally gets to the point where they tumble back into the ring, and Candido grabbed a beer from some fan and threw it. It was almost full, and it just hit Sandman right in the face. And he must have thought a fan threw it, because he just grabbed it and picked it up and launched it. Well, it grazed a baby's, why these rednecks had a baby with them. It grazed the baby, kind of. And cops just swarmed this thing and just shut it down on the spot. And so that was kind of one of my first tastes of just an insanity aspect of wrestling. Man, this could be really chaotic, And Sonny's getting pile driven on a guardrail and all this shit. I was just these guys are out of it. It's whacked, But it's just so many fucking personalities, man. Just so crazy. Everything is just. But as I got into wrestling more, I realized that's in a way good for wrestling, because wrestling should be chaotic, and there should be a danger aspect to it from an audience standpoint, where at some point throughout the night you should worry about your safety and well-being. At least I think so. I think that's